Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back. Today I'll be painting another model that I plan on submitting for a painting competition. I just so happened to decide to participate in two painting competitions that were very close to each other. So this is an Eldar Autarch that I've started painting. As you can see, some progress that I've made so far. Yellow armor, a lot of base colors down. I did the highlights on the blue on the helmet. I'm gonna continue to work on the helmet today because it's a fairly small piece, and hopefully I can get some things done. How did the other competition go? It went well. I got gold for my model. I plan on posting some pictures to my Discord, and then maybe also to Instagram. So depends. I think there was a rule that there was a rule against posting things on social media about about your entry and whatever. So I'll have to read the rules a little bit and then make sure that I'm not doing something wrong. Yeah, I don't really mind the rule. I just want to make sure that I stay in good standing with the people that run the event, because I plan on going back. So. So right now I'm just kind of building up some base coats. The pattern will be, the first row will be all white, and then the second row will be alternating white and red. I'm building up this like light bluish gray color to work as like a base color for the white. One reason is that it's easier to build up this color than white, because it started out as black. And second is I'm thinking about doing a pattern, like a fletching pattern on the wings, and so the darker base will help that pattern stand out. I think that's one of the things I'm going to be trying today is testing out like a fletching pattern and seeing if it looks good. Yeah, testing it on the smaller area like the wings on the helmet, as opposed to the wings on the actual model where there are a lot more feathers. So keep things nice and neat, just to help make sure I'm not gonna need to do a lot of cleanup later. Let's see, it actually... Okay. I'm gonna mix up some colors here, and I think I'm gonna start with the white feathers. And then... move on to the red feathers. So I'm just gonna mix some paints here. You can see the base color that I made. I made it by doing like a lighter gray in this Thunderhawk blue, which is a bluish gray. I think I'm going to do next just some base Administratum gray, and then maybe 50-50 Administratum gray and white. Let's do this. So yeah, here I'm mixing up like, you know, so just administratum gray, like 75% gray to 25% white, 50-50, you know, like more white than gray, and then just white. And we'll see if we can get, although that is really white. Holy. We might have to, I don't think these, I don't think those were even. Oh my god, that's super white. Oh my god. I guess this is what I get for mixing paint brands. See if we can kind of mix our way. Just kind of do it off of feel here. Probably better. Couldn't I tell that it was white from the bottle? Yeah. I think there's just I think the Pro Acrylic color was just it just had a higher density. Like the layer paints. Oops. Nice. The layer paint from Citadel was a little thinner than the titanium white, so there was like more white pigment per volume of paint. It's not a huge deal. It just meant that mixing it was a little more complicated than just, you know, 1 drop of gray to 1 drop of white. But as you can see, I've kind of created a gradient here. We have the pure gray, a little bit of white, about 50-50, and then we get more white as we go. We're just gonna start with the base administratum gray here. Gotta move the palette out of the way so that my camera knows what to focus on. I'm just running through the colors that I made real quick. Building up a quick highlight here. It's kind of centered in the middle of each of the feathers. It's like a reflection point here. I don't think the kind of fletching that I was going for is really gonna work, because these aren't not really feathers, so it doesn't seem to be really working with the pattern, but I can at least kind of build up maybe some nice highlights. Something like that, make them look a little bit, let's get a little non-metallic metal action going on. Now, before I go any further, I think I'm going to kind of redo some of this. Before, you know, I was going for more of a you know, like the main effect that I was going for on the feathers was I was trying to do like a fletching thing. But now that I'm kind of pivoting to more of like a non-metallic metal thing, I have to build up more contrast. So I'm going to darken, I'm going to darken this base color a little bit to give myself some more contrast. It'll help it look shinier. Although it does look pretty good right now, actually. Like, not bad. I'm also not going to I'm not gonna fully blend it at the moment because The most important thing is gonna be like the placements and of the highlights and like the overall pattern. So this will kind of just be, this will mostly be like a rough sketch. And I'll get, you know, all the highlights done on the entire model. And then I'll come in and start like blending them together, making them look really nice, that kind of thing. Just to make sure I don't spend a lot of time on something only to then find out like, hey, this highlight is really in the wrong place and it looks bad. So let's see actually if I can really quickly get some if I can actually glaze in some shadow here. And then for the rest of them, we're just gonna apply a bit of a darker base color here. Okay. Build up some nice highlights here. From this darker base coat. These do get very small at the bottom here. There won't be much of a pattern, but I think the way this generally works with things that are like very, very small is is you just kind of do your best, and then your brain your brain just assumes that the pattern continues. So as long as the pattern is consistent on the longer ones, it doesn't so much matter what the really small ones look like, because your brain just kind of assumes that the pattern continues. So you just have to do like a good enough job that that it tricks your brain into continuing the pattern. What are we thinking here? Is it looking non-metallic metal? Maybe? Hopefully a little bit. Let's see if we can do the same thing but in red. Let's see here. Let's grab our red colors here. not sure how to do like non-metallic metal red. See if this kind of works out here. I have to be really careful to not hit the white parts that I've already done. Like I've already messed up a couple times. That's okay, we just continue to try our best. Pray that we don't have to redo too much. And this is what I'm talking about, where I'm gonna have to redo this first one because I think I did it in the wrong spot. Did a little bit of the wrong angle. So that's, you know, why we're not gonna spend too much time kind of blending the stuff at this stage, because, well, I will likely make a mistake. Oops. Okay. And I am gonna take some like Flesh Terror's red contrast paint here. Do a quick glaze to make sure these look red, because quite a bit of white was added. Quickly messing things up as I'm trying to fiddle with it. As per the usual. So so basically these are because I'm making these more metallic in nature. They will have super sharp, brightly defined highlights, which is why we're getting these these very, very bright highlights. And then, but you know, because they're flat. because the shapes are so flat, it's kind of hard to do a realistic metallic effect. So I'm just picking an area on the shape, doing a bright highlight, and making sure that it's consistent among each of the individual parts. In that way, we can kind of create a metallic effect. Yeah, that's kind of the thought process and what I'm kind of working towards. Yeah, ideally actual metal the highlight would, move as you move the piece. Can't really do that. So instead we just pick a spot for the highlights and make sure it's consistent. And make sure that it follows the shape. So like the highlight is a straight line that follows the rectangular shape of the object, and the line should be parallel with like the edge of the feather. Which is kind of why I have to like redo this front one. I didn't really match it up. Didn't really fit the pattern. So gotta redo it a little bit. Something like that. And yeah, I'll have to I'll have to smooth all these out at some point, but yeah, I'm gonna wait until I'm kind of done with all of the placements for the whole model, so that I get a good idea of how it's gonna look. Make sure everything's consistent before I spend a lot of time blending. hopefully you can agree that that this side looks a lot better than the other side. If not, it would be fairly silly for me to keep going. Now I'm just going through and doing some quick some quick highlights on these side face guns. They're called mandiblasters, and they like mandible blasters type stuff. Now this shape is like a cylinder or a cylinder or a cone type shape. So we'll be doing a pattern of triangles and around the cone, with our primary highlights being the brightest. So I went ahead and did the primary highlight first, and again, it's a big part of this is consistency, so I made sure that the highlight lined up with the highlights I did on the blue already. Oops. got some nice highlights on the Manda blasters themselves. Next, gotta make sure that we get some nice highlights on these coils here. Again, the key is consistency. Consistency helps sell the effect and makes things look nice. So again, kind of lining up the highlight with ones that I've previously done. Now we have kind of a, again, going for like a non-metallic metal effect on the, let's see if I can get it good. Camera just doesn't want to focus today. There we go. On the Manda blasters, and then the coil kind of leads up to it. I move the wet pad. Yeah, maybe a little bit, but Butts here, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just working on this, if my camera is having a real hard time focusing on this. It might just be because of how small it is. I'm honest. The mohawk looks like real metal. Thank you. That is the effect that I was going for. So hopefully, as hopefully more of these pieces will start to look metallic as I finish them. And then also, hopefully I can continue that effect along the rest of the model. Because yeah, a lot of these kinds of effects, when you're doing it across a whole model, it has to look, you know, credible across the whole model. Otherwise, you end up with weird. Otherwise, it just looks weird. So hopefully. I'm also happy with the way the mohawk turned out, so hopefully we can keep it up. But yeah, how's it going, Butts here? You doing good? Everything is fine. Luckily, it's already Thursday. Yeah. Did you have I don't know where you live, but I had a holiday on Monday, so that definitely helped get through the week. Yeah. I'm slowly building up less and less tolerance for a full work week, you know? But yeah, I'm doing good. Nothing too crazy. Last weekend I went to a gaming convention. Did a little bit of gaming. I participated in a painting competition that I got gold in. So yeah, things have been going really well for me. In Argentina, we have a holiday Monday and Tuesday in 2 weeks. Nice. That's something to look forward to. Yeah. Also, don't mind the other side of the mohawk. We don't talk about that side. Yeah, the convention was great. There was a little bit of like miniature wargaming going on, but mostly it was just board games. So I played a couple board games that I've never played before, and they were really fun. And then yeah, I got gold in the painting competition that I entered, so that was nice. I spent a good chunk of time on that model, so you know. It was really nice to be to kind of have my work be appreciated. check on something real quick. Not bad. Like I said, I'm not gonna do too much in terms of like making sure things are perfect. This is kind of like a rough draft that we just want to make it so that we get the effect down. The effect looks credible, and then we're gonna make sure to do it like on the rest of the model, so that we can make sure that, you know, all the highlights look are consistent across the model before we start really honing things in. So I'm gonna put the head down for now and start focusing on the main body here. One thing that I would like to do is make sure that a lot of the different parts are, is it an Autarch? It is, yeah. So this is the Autarch Way Leaper here. Some nice swooping hawk wings, some mandible blasters, fusion pistol. The whole 9 yards. I'm gonna start filling in some of the blanks so that we get so that the effects can start taking shape. So I'm gonna take some time to do some of the leather bits, just so that they're kind of done and out of the way. Don't have to worry about them, and it'll give me a feel for how the overall model is coming along. It'll also help it look a bit nicer, because honestly the black against the bright yellow was pretty jarring. So this should help make the model look a bit more cohesive. Make it a bit nicer to look at, maybe. put the dark brown right on the yellow. Nice. Alright. Try this again. Round 2. I'm gonna kind of pick out this spot here as like a highlight point, and I'm gonna kind of build up some nice highlights there. As for the rest of them, I think I'm just gonna do a little bit of an edge highlight. Maybe some cracked leather effect. Did you get it off? Yeah. Yeah, I got it off. So I think this might be better if I hold them out upside down a little bit here. Yellow here. Kind of touch up some of the areas that I messed up there. Get a nice kind of clean leather strap effect going. see. See if we can give it a bit of a scratchy texture here. I'm gonna do one more layer, kind of continuing to build up some texture and like a highlight color. And I'm gonna come back in and glaze back in that reddish brown to bring it back to the color that I actually want it to be. But I need these, I need this texture to be prominent, so to speak. I don't know. I need it to stand out. So it's a bit of a different color, so that there's enough contrast that you can see the texture. But yeah, I'll come back in and I'll glaze it down so that the overall color is more what I'm looking for, but it has that nice kind of texture that I built up. pipe. Yeah, it's a nice, whoop. Nice kind of leather coming in here. Getting kind of a nice leather done, which is good. Definitely looks a lot better than that really dark black that we had there for a second, which is good. And I actually think I'm gonna leave it here for now. I want to start getting the rest of the blue blocked in. I mean, you can see how I did the blue on the helmet. I think I'm gonna, next time, I'm gonna do blue just like this on the shoulder pads and on the base of the wings. Build up those kind of nice smooth highlights. Again, I think right now I'm just trying to work away all the black and really dark base colors so that we can start to get a better idea of what the model's gonna look like when it's done. And then I'm gonna move into refining things, doing things like the sword and the gemstones. I know a lot of people with Eldar like to do all the bumps as gemstones, but I think that's too many gemstones. So I instead like to do all the ones that are encased. So like for this model, there's one on the chest. There's two like on his belt. There's two on his sword. One on the shimmer shield here, and I think one on the head. I think that's it. So it comes out to like 2, 4, 6, 7 gemstones in total, which I think is a good number. Not too many, but enough that, you know, it's like a prominent part of the model, the gemstones on it. So yeah, the rest of these like little bumps and stuff are just gonna be bumps. They're just decorative. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna start anything else today because I'm kind of getting towards the end of my stream, and I want to start something else. So yeah, I'll be streaming again tomorrow, same time, like 7 to 9 p.m. Central Time, and then I'll be streaming Saturday and Sunday as well. So I hope you all had a good time. And hopefully I will see you again. Bye. I thought I could stop it from rolling.